beating, an absolute flustercluck. They come in, Yuri's got half HP, going down with only 7 seconds remaining. Limit Break flies, and they're preparing for another onslaught going into June. June goes down with a double LB combo as they push into the enemy's base, and they're going to try to get another kill on Yuri, who does go down, uses Protect, didn't have LB. They did have a tank LB, and it did not get utilized. That's going to be a problem. Well, Raw Destruction coming out from Hime. Hime gets burst down, stunned, killed, and that's going to eat their Limit Break as well. Kills exchanged on both sides, equaling us out at 419 to 381. The win conditions are currently any kill on either side. A lot of auditory processing. So they're gonna come in and they're gonna start bursting. Jun's gonna go down if they can't get healed up real quickly. Alistar is sitting on Limit Break and is sitting on Protect and Sleep, but their silence, well, they're actually fine now. They can do anything they want as we prepare for the next Adrenaline kits. Now remember, it is a kill on any side to either alleviate pressure or take the ropes. Yuri taking a lot of damage, sitting on Healer LB, is able to use it, gets slapped, going down, gets the Healer LB out, Tank LB flies! Adrenaline kits coming up. We're seeing a very, very high octane moment here, and I predict we're going to see a kill within the next 15 seconds. June taking a lot of damage to the face, still sitting on their ranged Limit Break, and Healer LB is available too. June on the run! June on the run! You're going to have to get a bind in if you don't want to die, as we see a lot of defenses coming out from Hime, who's not getting counterburst, goes in on Supa, who does use Arm's Length, is now sitting on a melee Limit Break. Hime does not quite have theirs up yet. Pressure alleviated. Everybody's coming back. Yuri immediately goes down. We saw the Brotherhood fly, and that was over. Alistar, 30 seconds, 12 points remaining. A kill on either side will get them what they want. 20 seconds left. It could be difficult to kill any one person. They do go for June. They got the stun. They got the Bloodfest. Intervention and Tetsudo up and Protect because they know they have to take down the Bard, and they're going to have to get a kill in the next 10 seconds. But Supa might go down. It goes down. That's going to be game, set for Fangs. First set, 2 to go. And here we go, as well as Quietus. We just see a big exchange on both sides. Soft Burst coming in, while Barcode's going about half HP. Sha looking into a good shape as they take down Alistar, and that might result in a double kill. We'll see what happens here. They immediately turn their sights on Hime, who does get the healing down on them, and this is going to be a big problem for Hime if they can't counterburst and survive. We're going to see a reset to neutral, stabilizing as Fax goes down to half HP, does get the Flood of Shadow on them. Yuri with a silence gets attacked, has Raposa available if they need it, and Reprisal. Protect is coming back on the board. Now, if you'll notice here, they're just going to start fighting back towards mid as they're staging to get ready for those Adrenalines. A lot of damage coming in on Soup, but they're going to be okay. June taking a beating, an absolute flustercluck that Alistar just wasn't able to heal through. Getting ready to try to do whatever burst they can, but they get stunned, they get attacked, they're going to go down. This might be a kill. TBN, Confiteor flies, Dark Missionary goes up, they've got a regen on them, they're going to make it through as they stabilize and counterburst. They turn their sights on Hime, who does get the Edge of Shadow. Faint popped on them, they have Wildfire. Let's see what happens. Nature's Min is on them, they're going to be able to stabilize and survive. Over to Barcode, who is laying the stairs, playing the square, alleviating pressure any way they know how. And the Limit Break flies on June. How did I miss that? As they go hard on Hime, who does get a Wildfire, has Arm's Length up, is going to have to try to survive, do the best they can. They're popping Brotherhood. They're getting ready to counterburst. Hime setting their sights to try to take down the enemy. They go in, but it won't be enough. Yuri does take a lot of damage, is getting blasted, has the stun, has the TBN, gets the Missionary up, has the Tactician. Limit Break flies. That is the kitchen sink if I've ever seen one. Playing the walls very intelligently. We're going to see Hime taking an absolute beating. Gets intervention thrown on them. Has a regen. Has reprisal. We're waiting to see where the pressure's going to go in. Yuri is on the run. Cure to yourself. You know you need to. It's just not enough. They might have had Protect ready and medkits. They had to get those Cure 2s going. Soup immediately alleviates the pressure on the enemy team by taking out June. Now Alistar is fleeing for their life. Soup takes down Alistar. That's going to be too much to come back from. Points remaining. They need a double kill. That's going to have to be Yuri into Giga or Bar into Giga. And with the kill on Hime, that certainly spells victory. And they come in. Yuri's got half HP, going down with only 7 seconds remaining. Can they pick up the double kill? And it's just not enough. And that is going to be game. See, immediately a high octane moment going in for the AoE so that they're able to start going in for a burst while Tetsudo flies. Soup getting bursted down really hard. Big defensives on the Fangs and Claws secure their first death. They were ready. Hime with Riddle of Earth. They immediately fainted in. Fax had the Tetsudo going, and they pop in. They look in, they're going to take down Yuri. Yuri's on the mend. Yuri's running, still has Repose ready, pops it up, gets the sleep put on Alistar. In that moment, if you're being burst, you might want to think about throwing it on the enemy ranged. However, it wasn't necessary in this particular moment, as June takes the Concentrate and the Bioblaster with the Wildfire, but it's not enough because they just don't have the pressure without Soup, who is back in the battle. Soup is in the battle and immediately being kicked in the face. Stabilized content right now. Riddle of Earth flies. They're not going to go for Hime. They go for Alistar, who does get stunned, who gets silenced. Is going to go down. That's going to be be a kill. Can we get the double kill follow-up? They're going to turn their sights quickly on to Fax, who does still have Rampart and possibly Hollow Ground out of it. With Reprisal on the remaining turn, they turn to June, who did get Bioblasted, who's going to take a lot of damage, has a healing down on them from the Edge of Shadow, and they get the D on them for the increased damage, which is basically a free trick attack while the Adrenaline Kits spawn. That is a stabilization as they leave and get ready to take the Adren Kits for the extra limit break and hopefully press the advantage. We're ready for big battles. Soup still sitting on arm's length, Yuri sitting on both additionals while Alistar is sitting on repose. We have Hime who has burned their additionals while June is no longer sitting on concentrate. This is looking really good for Shaw and Soup if they choose to go in hard. Soup taking a stun, taking damage, arm's length up, gets Confiteor, has the missionary, even to even. Here comes the limit break, it flies, goes on Hime, who does go down to half HP, is sitting on Tetsudo with intervention, arms length, super defensives while having Bioblaster up for big damage. It's not going to be enough to counteract the defensives they have, but they can still burst when it falls off. Riddle of Earth flies. Hime's now looking out in the open. Fly. If Supa can get healed up, they're going to be in a good spot to take down one of the Fangs. Supa's on the mend, burning those med kits. Yuri sitting on a good amount of MP. Alistar sitting on a good amount of MP. 20 seconds till the med kits spawn. Here comes the burst. Going in on Jin. Going hard. Gets the feint. Has Brotherhood up from Hime, so they could be counter bursting. Culling time comes in. We're looking at buffs and debuffs all being expended as Yuri goes down, ends the culling. That was a strong burst from the Fangs into the claws, setting them at a very powerful advantage. Now, Fax is going to be a win con if they want to take the victory. However, they could take down either Hime or June, who does fly a limit break out at Barcode. Is it going to be enough? It's not going to be enough to kill. Is Yuri going to be able to heal them back up in time? They are, with Tactician up. There goes the limit break. Reprisals out as well, and it's not going to be enough to take down anybody yet, but that's okay because we're still sitting at a very good standpoint right now for the Fangs. Very comfortable. June is going to go down and set the score back to 400 apiece, which the Fangs don't need to worry about just yet. Now, since June has died, they could still be a target for a win condition. However, they are less valuable than Hime, who is getting battered, who is getting beaten, who is getting bruised, while Alistar sits on the Protect, throws it out, Riddle of Earth flies, has the Caster LB come out. Alistar gets the hard swap focus on them, almost goes down, sitting on repose. With the Wolf's Heart up, are they going to go down? Will they burn their sleep on Barcode? I don't think it's going to happen. Instead, they'll just take him out. A dead enemy deals no damage. Better than asleep, better than CC, they're gone. If you have the choice between stunning the ambulance and stunning the EMT, you stun the box. Now, Fax, looking low on mana, burns the Requiescat, which, unlike PvE, works the lower your mana is, the better it goes. Soup needs to get an advantage push, needs to take down an enemy, needs to start getting those kills on the board because we have just a minute and 10 seconds left until the match is decided. Now, Giga, sitting at half HP, looking like they might get their butt beat, their butt kicked in, sitting at 200 metal strong. Confiteor gets popped on them as Soup takes down June. The distraction worked, and we are back to a 400-400 split. Any kill could decide the game. Now, Yuri's not looking too good with no MP. Does have Protect. No Repose, but it will come up before the match is over. Meanwhile, Alistar, sitting on both additionals, very healthy mana pool. The Limit Break flies, goes out on Hime, who does have defenses up. Bioblaster's up with Riddle of Earth. What's going to happen here? Riddle of Fire happens. We're going to see a counter burst going in. It's going in on Shaw. Shaw's getting their butt beat. Don't line of sight your healer. You need to do something. They take down Hime. Hime dies, picks up the medals, bleed for 20 seconds. All you can do is hope that you take this victory. Now, Shaw needs to go down. If they plan on taking this out, they need to take out Yuri. They need to take out Shaw. Somebody needs to go, or it's not going to be enough. They actually can't take down the healer for the tie, so they must take down the melee or the range. It looks like they might give up because this match is game, set, over. Yuri could do what we call the sack strat, where they run out and they become a target because they're not a win condition and they sacrifice their life so that the enemy doesn't attack them. Very strong strategy, and that is going to be the game. GG's to the Claws.